Guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EIK WM France Deck G456 game with nwoll, Barbarossa 89, and xingao. Looking at the first pile, pick is Animal Breeder. We've got some good support cards that could come back. We could get Bone Collector back. We could get Studmaster back. Yeah. Bone Collector would be particularly good to get back. Next up. Wow, Wolf. Ooh, wow, Wolf is amazing. Definitely taking Wolf here. Wonder what I guess there are cards that I would take over Wolf, but not too many of them. What if there was a card you knew you were getting back? What would you take over Wolf in that case? I don't know. Would you take Morning Trader because of Gardener and Lemon Trader? Maybe. Those are pretty good support cards. I know, there are not too many cards I would take over Wolf. I really like Wolf. Whoa. Patroness is good. Village Head's good. Livestock Keeper. Mason's Apprentice. Hey, Damba. So normally this would just be like a snap Patroness pick for me. But I think given that I have a very high chance of getting Bone Collector back, I think I need to take Livestock Keeper. Because double breeding my cattle will get me an extra woodage harvest. Like, please take Trinket Collector. We will see. I can make no promises. Hi, Rylocred. Yeah. Yeah, I think Patroness is so good. And the fact that I can use it to trigger Wolf, like get the like, it can immediately get, you know, it can get the clay off of Wolf after taking the grain, you know. But Livestock Keeper, I'm pretty sure I'm getting Bone Collector back. And Livestock Keeper with Bone Collector is just going to be really good. And then I think we take Shearer. Yeah, Patroness is going to go... Well, it's probably going to get taken fourth, it looks like. Yeah, there's some really good cards in that pack, yeah. I think I'll probably take Shearer here. Clayworker's not bad with Wolf, but... yeah. And Bone Collector did come back. Excuse me. The great thing about this is I can fence 4, buy a pair of cattle. I can eat that pair of cattle for net plus 3 food and 2 wood. So I would have spent 2 wood to get 3 food, but also to fence a pasture. Like, yeah, we can do some silly stuff. And once the cattle are breeding with Livestock Keeper, it can be really dumb. This pick, I don't think Shepherd is very good. Is this the game where Shepherd is playable because of Shearer? Yeah, Barb did have a really good pack. We could take Merchant here. Yeah, I don't think I'm likely to play any of these. Not that likely to play Merchant, not that likely to play Shepherd. I guess I may be more likely to play Merchant if I get a card that plays Occupations easier. Because then I can build a fireplace and upgrade it to a cooking hearth, do stuff like that. Yeah. Ram Wrangler is pretty solid as my 7th pick here. Yeah, it's actually really solid. Whoa. I've got a lot of really good cards. So, White Kingdom with Shearer. I mean, I fence 6. Buy a pair of sheep, take 3 sheep off of the board, play White Kingdom for, 5 points or whatever. Could just take Axe. Probably the pick is just Axe here. Yeah, full bottomed wig coming back would be pretty good. I kind of don't like passing White Kingdom here because it's going to make... well, the thing is, if someone else takes White Kingdom, they're going to fight with me for like for all the animal stuff, and I just want to be taking all the animals. Hopefully there's someone going for a Stonehouse strategy, and there's someone going for an occupation spam strategy. Although I kind of want to spam occupations. Not going to lie. Thinking about Sleight of Hand here. Sleight of Hand I can play to get the stone for Axe, or more importantly, I can play it to get 4 reed to build. I can turn like 4 clay into 4 reed and build 2 wood rooms off of that. Artichoke Field is fine. Shipyard is a free point. Helpful Neighbors helps me to get the Axe. Like, the nice thing about Helpful Neighbors is round 3 I can start player Helpful Neighbors and get 2 reed in round 4 and also get the stone for my Axe. So I don't ever actually have to take Reedstone Food. I can just do the 2 reed actions. The problem with that is if I do go for a bunch of rooms with Axe, then that's really pushing my Animal Breeder and my Livestock Keeper farther and farther back. You get Dream Pick, a first pick miner with my Ox Forest Pasture. The Dream Miner would be Cat Lover, but a minor version. Yeah, Forest Pasture would be really good. Pelts? Pelts would have been really good. I mean, it's not the absolute best option, but would have been really good. Maybe that Boar Miner. Lets you pay 4 food for 4 points. That one's pretty good. We didn't agree on that before the draft, so I think probably not. What am I taking here? Take Sleight of Hand. I might try to build 1 room normally and then 2 rooms later with Sleight of Hand. Might do something like that. Probably just field here. I don't know when I'm gonna have fields plowed for potatoes. Child's Toy, I think is... I don't want to do anything that's gonna slow my game down. This is a game where the faster I can get my cattle breeding, the better. So I'm not going to play Child's Toy. Kudzu is acceptable if I don't see any better plows, but it's kind of low priority. Usually just plowing a field is better than Kudzu. Oh man, expansion plans. Oh. Wow, this was a pretty good miner pack. Alms Basket, Diamond Mine, Donkey, expansion plans. Oh man. Well, There was Mason's Apprentice, so that player is probably getting this expansion plans back. I could take Diamond Mine here. I could take Donkey. I think I probably won't take Alms Basket. Nice thing about Diamond Mine is it gets me my stone for Axe. Donkey is awesome. The thing about Donkey is I'm probably only going to plow twice. So it's +2 fields, which is fine. But okay, let's envision how this farm looks. Like I probably want to fence 15, covering 6 spaces. So then if I do a 5-room house, I only have space for 4 fields. So Donkey would get me 2 plows without field. I feel like I don't need Donkey here, which is crazy to say because the card is so good. But I think I don't want to impede my... This is a game where impeding my animal capacity has a really big drawback. So I think I take Diamond Mine here. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Dumba. White Kingdom came back, which is pretty cool. And we've also got full bottomed wig. I'll take White Kingdom here. This is the card that's worth making my game slower. This is like, if I play this in round 9, that's 4 points for 1 read. And I should definitely be able to play this in round 9. And Helpful Neighbors came back, so this is a card I could take to help play Axe. What's funny is that Merchant kind of likes Axe here. I could take Helpful Neighbors and then Helpful Neighbors Axe on start player with Merchant. Yeah, you were right. And Kudzu came back, so I'll take Kudzu here. So maybe if I'm going to build stables, I could do small pastures and cover some spaces with Kudzu. So like do maybe 5 rooms, 4 small pastures with 4 stables inside them, and then maybe 3 fields and 3 spaces covered with Kudzu. I could do something like that. We will see. Kind of need a lot of read. I need a lot of read. I'm feeling good about that sleight of hand pick. Assuming I get a good clay grab. If I can get like a 6 clay grab, that's going to be really good. I didn't get any occupation help. So playing all 7 of my occupations is going to be kind of difficult. It's great insurance. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah. Alright. So just a couple more minor picks to go for the last couple players. So we start in 3rd, which is not too bad. So how much food am I going to need if I actually play Merchant? So the reason I'm thinking about playing Merchant is because I kind of want to play Helpful Neighbors and Axe in stage 1. And also play Sleight of Hand. So that's a lot of minors. I don't really want to go on start player that many times. So what I'm wondering about is, could it be worth it? But if they're just going to pass me Reedstone Food and I don't have to use a start player action on it, that's pretty good. So here's the pick. Here's the reason we got Wolf. It's Educator. So What support cards for educator were out there? I can't think of many actually. Probably because Xingao was picking them before they got to me. Um, Probably will want to go for. I don't know actually. Maybe we'll go for animals. I got past a lot of animal cards though, so it's hard to say that he took animal cards. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we're gonna see from the educator. Well, 2 clay came back to me, so probably just taking 2 clay here. Yeah, it's not really what I want, but it builds the first fireplace, so that's fine. I guess we saw no 4-wood occupations in this game. Right? No 4-wood occupations. No house steward. No casino manager. Yeah, I feel like there wasn't a lot of educator support in the draft, but I guess Working Gloves. Yeah, Working Gloves is one of those, but didn't get all the way back to Xingao. And well played, start player plus Working Gloves. So the thing about Working Gloves is if you can get, like maybe nwoll took the clay worker, and then he's going to be able to use his random clay to pay for his occupations, which is kind of nice, because clay worker is good at getting you random clay. I guess I'm just going to build, right? That's the early game focus. As much as I would like to get my shearer and animal stuff online, I just need actions. So we've got botanist here for Barbarossa. This also lets him build a stable. So yeah, Barbarossa with 1 more stable can hold a breeding pair. So that's kind of a problem for me, because Barbarossa will obviously like taking animal grabs. I would like to, if I'm going to build the first fireplace, I would also like the first sheep grab, because then that first sheep grab pays for your, your occupations. It gets you ahead on your food, so you don't have to eat all of the animals you get from the animal breeder. Oh, dancer. Okay, that works. Yeah, so we did not see that one, and for good reason. So we'll take 2 reed here. I could have taken 3 wood, but I'm going to get 2 wood back, or expensive ock back, so. Is that you, Damba? Is that one of your cards? It is. Yes, dancer. Yeah, there's some educator support. Yeah, no kidding. That's what you want. So Bard probably won't expensive occupation. Xingao won't expensive occupation. So I'm going to get expensive ock back. I will also have the option of taking 2 wood. So the educator is taking a lot of food out of the game. Yeah, it seems like I don't need to play helpful neighbors. So I could just play an occupation here. I could play... I kind of want to play... The problem with playing anything right now is that it just takes a long time to pay off. Maybe I just play wolf here. Play wolf, and then I can take a random grain sometime. Yeah, just play my wolf here, and then I can take a grain, and that's, a grain, 2 grain, and a boar. Because I don't know, I kind of would like to play Ram Wrangler, but the Ram Wrangler to enable the wolf will come extremely late. So my playing wolf enables apple picker for xingao, so might see him try to build a clay oven. Reedstone food for Barb. So Barb has no room resources. nwoll is the closest to building a room right now. But I can kind of surprise jump nwoll. If I stay around 3 wood, I can start player axe in round 4 to build the first room in round 5 potentially. Because yeah, it really seems like it's going to come out pretty late. So I could build the fireplace with my second action. Ideally, I'd like to do something better than the fireplace. I'd like the cooking hearth, but maybe I just have to go back and upgrade later. Hey Mariska, thank you. Yeah, I'll build the fireplace here. It's not great, but it's fine. Try to go for 2 rooms at once? Maybe. Thing is, I do have sleight of hand, so I kind of like the idea of using sleight of hand to get the read for my 4th and 5th rooms. I kind of like that idea. And what I really want to do is get my bone collector, livestock keeper, animal breeder online before I build too many wood rooms, because that will get me wood back really quickly, which I can use on the rooms. So last time I had axe, I only built 1 room. Was that a game that we did together, Domba? nwoll's in an awkward spot here. Needs 1 more read, but Barbarossa and xingao will probably take the read actions. In which case nwoll would be kind of stuck. Ooh, yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, read hunger is real. nwoll needed that reedstone food. And Barbarossa takes 2 read. So yeah, there's going to be like no pressure on nwoll here. So if I take grain with my first move, so if I take grain with my first move, plus a grain and a boar, then my second move could be start player axe, because nwoll's going to look at the board and say no one can build, so he can be greedy and wait until round 5 to build, but then I can jump him with axe. Or it's possible he just builds with his second move because there's not much else for him to do. That's also very possible. Although the fact that he played Basket there tells me that he might not have that many miners he wants to play. And if that's the case, then he might not want to sit on start player. And while saying going 4th, 2 out of the first 3 is rough, though I had to go 3rd, 4th, 3rd, 4th. Yeah, 3rd, 4th, 3rd, 4th is fine. I don't care. So yeah, it looks like we're probably doing start player into 6 wood maybe, because xingao needs to take food. So yeah, start player into 6 wood seems pretty good. Barb's second Ock is kind of weird. Yeah, it is. You're right about that. Or Ocks that have very particular timings. So I'll start player and play Axe here. And then I get 6 wood and I get an extra wood and a boar. nwoll builds the clay oven. I could think about building the stone oven with my 2 grain and then try to get more grain later with Ram Wrangler. Probably it'll be better for me just to hold this grain until I'm ready to do some sew actions. I can always maybe bake 1 with a cooking hearth. Turning 1 into 3 food might be acceptable, but yeah. I wonder if nwoll took ceramics. If that's why he's building the clay oven here. I'm looking at Xingao's farm and wondering, does Xingao have clay roof? I'm also thinking about the fact that nwoll did not... nwoll start player at Alms Basket. I really feel like nwoll is running out of miners. If he did not first pick ceramics... If he did not first pick ceramics, I think there's a chance I could build here and get family, and he doesn't start player. On the other hand, I could start player helpful neighbors. Yeah, Tomba's pointing out I could start player play helpful neighbors, and that's right as well. The others are far behind on rooms. They are. You're right about that. I don't actually need to start player here. Like, I think I'm okay with letting nwoll build round 6. So the thing is, I don't want to build this round. I want to build next round. So I could try to build 2 rooms next round. That is totally an option. But I don't really want to start player. I'm already the start player. I would rather do something like start player round 6 to build in round 7. So I think what I'll do is I'll play an occupation here. Or I could take the sheep. I guess I could take the sheep here. I was thinking I could occupation play bone collector for when I eat the rest of my boar. Or I could just take the 2 sheep. You know what? I could maybe take the 2 sheep next round. Let's play bone collector here. So now whenever I eat my boar, I get a wood. And when I take the 3 sheep next round, I also get a wood. So. Oh, this is an interesting pick. Xingao took village head here. So Xingao could start player and play and get a read. And then could build ahead of me next round. So that's possible. Yeah. nwoll played Patroness. Got a stone. Wonder if nwoll took Stonehouse cards. I mean, expansion plans... I guess Barbarossa maybe has expansion plans. Given that Barbarossa hasn't really taken wood, although he just took wood. Interesting. Xingao could have jumped me for building a room, but instead decided to go on Dancer. So that works. And then I get the first room here. Or not the first room. I get room to set up my round 7 build. So that seems okay. Yeah. So that worked. Xingao totally could have jumped me with a start player into build a room, but he decided to go for traveling players instead to keep occupations available. Probably it might have taken Scapegrace is maybe hoping to play a 4-point Scapegrace by the end of round 7. That might be what's going on here. nwoll plays Hayrake. So what minor am I playing on Family Growth next round? Sleight of Hand could get me clay for my Bone Collector, but I would need a 3rd occupation in play. Diamond Mine needs a 3rd occupation. Could just play Helpful Neighbors to get a 2nd read, and then I pressure the build a room space. Barbarossa's playing start player Builder's Trowel. I bet Barb is going to reno to stone and play expansion plans next round. And then the expansion plan room comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It comes in round would come in round 12. I should take the sheep here. I think that's the safe play. I do need the food, so am I gonna upgrade to a cooking hearth? Not planning on it. Not for a little bit at least. So yeah, eat 2 sheep for 4 food, and then eat a boar and get 2 wood. Yeah, and then I keep the sheep up if I want to eat 1 random sheep somehow. Also, it's 1 sheep for Shearer, so I could play Shearer. If Xingao doesn't first action build a room, I could first action play Shearer, second action Diamond Mine. I kind of like that over Helpful Neighbors. I kind of like holding my Sleight of Hand for a more surprise play. Like it would be pretty cool to play Sleight of Hand and turn. While turning 4 wood into 4 reed is not as good, but that's what I could do. Yeah, I'd really want to turn clay, but I haven't gotten a great clay grab. These guys have been taking clay fairly highly. Like no 6 clay grabs have gone out. Surprise Helpful Neighbors, yeah. That would be surprising as well. Yeah. Yeah, I bet we've got Mason's Apprentice from Barbarossa. Mason's Apprentice and expansion plans. Now the question is he going to build the stone oven? Because he does have a grain from Botanist. So it looks like Xingao is going to try to build 2 rooms at once. Ooh, Trash Speculator. That's sad. Speculator's great. And Trash Lemon Trader. Yeah, so I'm guessing Xingao has last occupation remaining is Scapegrace. And he's just going to wait for someone to let him play it for 4 points, which will be nice. I mean, it'll have ended up being a pretty solid educator, I think. Question is he going to build first action? I think there's no pressure for him to do so. He's going to, looks like start player here. Alright. More Pond is quite good. Quite a good card. So I want to pressure the build a room action. Oh, the miner gave grain. Sack cart, right. Um, so I could play an occupation here, which would let me second action diamond mine, or so I would play shearer, which would be food neutral, and it would gain me food later in the game. Or alternatively, I can family growth play helpful neighbors, threatening to second action build. If I threaten to second action build, then xingao has to um, build this round, and then I could build next round theoretically. Although xingao is going to double build either way. I'm going to play shearer here. I'm not sure if this is the right move or not, but this is what I'm going to do. Family growth plus read. Yeah, well, the thing is I could play sleight of hand, right? And sleight of hand, I turn 4 wood into 4 reed, and then I'm ready to double build, plus I have an extra reed for White Kingdom. Barb has expansion plans, unsurprisingly. Oh, it's 4, not 5. I thought it was at full 5. But it's at 4. Okay. Yeah, you know what? The other nice thing about pressuring the build room action space for xingao in round 8 is that 6 wood might come back to me. If nwoll does not take 3 wood this round, because everyone else's actions are all tied up. Oh, xingao is building here. Okay. So it didn't end up making a difference. So I could theoretically start player round 8. nwoll probably is going to take 3 read, though. I could just take 3 read, but no, I need the family growth. What am I saying? I think I don't want to play helpful neighbors here. I think I want to hope for that I get this. If I don't get this read action here, xingao is able to build 8-9, and nwoll is going to be able to build and threaten family growth as well. So I might not get another room build until round 11. So I think what I do for now is I'm going to just focus on my... I'm just going to focus on getting my fences up. Feed 5. Diamond mine is quite good, so I don't feel bad about that at all. Oh, Restless Father. Okay, I thought it was going to be... when was Restless Father played? Probably in response to my Shearer. And I'll play Synergizer. Wow, Synergizer's great. Patroness should be 3 read in Basket Maker's Workshop. nwoll has Synergizer, though. Looks like nwoll wants to get Synergizer online. So that means there's going to be 6 wood and 4 read available next round. I'd be happy with either action. And then second action, maybe 5 clay, maybe 4 clay. There's going to be some really good stuff available for me next round. So that's nice. Yeah, Synergizer, nice here. Yeah, this is a weird game. Yeah, so if I take 4 read here, I have the option to start player and then build rooms. And then family growth in round 9. The only problem with that line is feeding. I would pretty much need to get 3. I would need 3 sheep second action round 9. Well, I guess 4 food traveling players might be available. This game is hard. This game is too hard. I'm not sure what the right plan is. Building in round 9 seems good. Growing in round 9 seems really good. The question is, can I feed? That's the question. I do have a sheep on my farm. Taking clay does get me another 2 food. Oh, plus food shear last harvest. So, okay, I have a sheep. I have 2 food from shearer. I have easy access to a boar with a clay grab. Clay grab thing is, clay grab for a boar would be like one of my worst ways of getting food. Almost anything would be better. Yeah, Barbarossa takes food there. Xingao plays rum distillery. That's a good card. That's a good card. So, I think I start player into build. Yeah. No one's built a fireplace yet. nwoll might. I guess we don't have to first action family growth. If we have to first action take sheep and give up family growth, fine. But I think this is what we're doing here. All right, so we're playing start player and not field because it costs food. We'll just play helpful neighbors and get a read. Yeah, we need lots of read in this game. Thing is, I don't have a great miner for family growth. I could play field, but if I play field, that's really making me all in on food. I would like to family growth White Kingdom for my 5th family growth. Or maybe potentially Sleight of Hand to get a bunch of stone. There's the Mason's Apprentice, so we knew that was coming. So Barbarossa will first action start player probably. So that means if nwoll does not build a cooking hearth here, I'm very likely to get the 3 sheep back. And that's the big key, is do I get the 3 sheep back? Four wood, 4 reed for 2 rooms. So I think it comes down to this. Nope, nwoll's announcing synergized grain. Yeah, nwoll's gonna go with his clay oven. So that means I should get the 3 sheep back. And if I'm getting the 3 sheep back, I think I can be greedy and play field here. Just for that little extra efficiency. Even if it costs me a little bit of something, I mean, I am gaining from playing it, so. Better configuration with an L. Don't think it matters. I guess if I plow 4 fields, does it matter? I don't think it matters. It might matter. It might matter, but it matters very little. Like, I don't know how many fields I'm ultimately going to end up with, and that's what it mostly depends on. How many fields do I finish with? So, yeah. So hopefully I get 3 sheep back here. Yeah, middle top space, and then I can do my fields around the top right of my farm. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Damba. I think it's pretty equivalent. It is nitpicking. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I think I've taken the sheep here. Three H plus a wood. And then I generate a food from my shearer. So then I can take 5 clay with my last move, or I could 6 wood, or take 3 wood. The clay is appealing because it's all the clay I need for my clay house. Although I can get that at 4 clay too. So 5 clay, 4 clay is not much of a difference because I do pick up an extra clay. Getting the 3 wood would be kind of nice because I do want to start fencing. Although I have enough to fence 4 right now, so I don't know. Small edges can matter. You're right. You're right. Feed 7 plus F shear. nwoll builds the pottery. So that really takes him away from a cooking hearth. So that makes me happy. Not 3 wood, can be 6. Yes, family growth and start player next. Yeah. Yep. But it doesn't matter because xingao takes 3 wood anyways. So it doesn't end up mattering. We could even do something like first action animal breeder, but probably I can second or third action animal breeder. It doesn't need to be my first move. Alright, so we'd like to get White Kingdom in play at some point. Although even if I play it as a read for 2 points, that's fine. Play it in round 12 or round 13, that would be fine. Not ideal, but fine. Barbarossa family growth. So yeah, so xingao is competing with Barbarossa with me actually for the round 11 family growth too. But I'm not gonna fight for it. I'm gonna do other stuff. It's like they don't play on our team. It's funny. Probably just take 4 wood here. Although, do I really need 4 wood? I'm wondering if the boar is more important. The boar is a lot. You know what? I'm taking the 2 boar here. The boar, I think the boar is just better than 4 wood. FF, 1 wood. Yes, I don't have sheep anymore, which is kind of telling, but I'm gonna animal breed and get sheep that way. And I can take sheep from the board as well. Like, I wouldn't mind taking 2 sheep round 11. And nwoll's ready to fence 15 already, which is kind of bonkers. Yeah. I have to say, all of our games really, there were so many good cards, and they all led us down very different paths. I think boar is safe. Red player must stone oven. You were right. Barbarossa just built the stone oven. Oh, xingao fences. And you know what? nwoll's ready to fence 15. So that's kind of annoying. 3 wood, I guess. So then we'll 3 wood And then animal breeder and Reno upgrade to a cooking hearth. I think that those are our 3 moves here. We'll leave sleight of hand in hand for potentially getting a bunch of stone in round 13. I might have to first action. I will have to first action fence next round. Because, yeah, nwoll's all ready to fence. And also, nwoll would like to block my fencing probably once I reveal this card. Animal breeder. 2 times fencing only. I was wondering about that, so I was actually just thinking I might do 3, but almost certainly not 4. So I was thinking, do I fence 7? Do I fence 6? That's actually just a discussion. I was just thinking that in my head. So we'll reno and upgrade to a cooking hearth here. So all we need is a 4 stone action, and then we get a bunch more wood from eating animals, and yeah, our farm is looking pretty close to complete. Just need to plow a couple more fields. So yeah, I think what I do is I fence 7 and plan to take the 2 sheep. The thing is, the 2 sheep are going to be gone, aren't they? Xingao or Barbarossa are going to take the 2 sheep. So I'm wondering, do I fence and get the sheep for shearer? Or do I fence and get the cattle for livestock keeper? No, I can only buy 1 type of animal. I can't buy 2 types of animals. Oh, you're saying fence 7 once, fence 6 later? I think what I'll do here is I'll fence 10. And I think I will buy the cattle, because buying the cattle is quite nice. I want to play livestock keeper here, so I think I buy the cattle. I think fence 10, buy 2 cattle here is the right move. And then if the 2 sheep come back, great. If they don't come back, I buy them round 11. And I can livestock keep them. +4 is also good. Yeah. Well, I can probably 10+5, because remember I get more wood from Bone Collector. So that's nice. Looks like nwoll is start player and playing potatoes here. nwoll really wants family growth. Doesn't mind Plauso, but really wants family growth. I already have a cooking hearth here. I upgraded to clay and built the cooking hearth last round. So if the 2 sheep come back here, great. If not, we will see. Yeah, xingao took the 2 sheep. Okay, so we can take one animal, but we don't have to worry about taking 1 animal. No one else has a cooking hearth. No one else wants to eat 1 animal. I could take 4 wood here. I could plow. I think what I do though is I'll just play an occupation. I don't know how likely the others are to play occupations, but 4 wood and 3 wood, there's not much difference between the 2 of them for me. And plowing is not, like, maybe Barbarossa plows, but I don't even know. I'm going to play livestock keeper here. So now if I take cattle, if I take a cattle, I can eat 2 cattle, double breed the cattle back. Yeah, that looks good. Take a vegetable for better plow sow. Yeah, that's a good point. I might do something like start player kudzu. Maybe start player kudzu round 13 for 2 points. I have an extra clay for sleight of hand, and I can get wood from my bone collector for sleight of hand, because it looks like I might not actually end up building stables. So if I don't end up building stables, then the wood from bone collector can go into stone with sleight of hand. So yeah, I could get 3 stone and a reed from sleight of hand. That would pay for White Kingdom or kudzu, and then my stonehouse reno. Plow, take a vegetable now is good. I do still need food. So I think because I need food, I do think I want to take a cattle here. I wonder... I think I mean, certainly the fact that I didn't get sheep this round probably meant not keeping the sheep on my farm last round was a mistake, because it does lose out on a food from shear, and the food might actually be relevant, which is a pain. Barbarossa has plow driver. That's a nice one. I was just thinking Barbarossa wants plows, but plow driver is a good one. Must have been one of his first 2 picks because I didn't pass it. So might have first picked it with Mason's Apprentice in the pack as well. And then Mason's Apprentice coming back must have just been the greatest. We could take 4 wood here. Or we could take cattle and then take boar. So if we take cattle and then take boar, we do still end up having to eat. We can't breed both of them is the problem. We end up having to eat a raw grain. Or I eat the 1 boar and get 2 boar next round. Double breed the cattle. Let's grab the wood for now. Yeah, wood and then cattle. Yeah. We don't really like 1 boar that much when we can buy a para-boar with the animal breeder. I might end up fencing 3 and then fence 2, potentially. So I get 3 wood because I'm going to eat 2 cattle to feed 8, and then I'm going to eat a boar to pay the 1 food to double breed back. So I have plus 2 food and 3 wood. Yep. Barbarossa gets up to his 8th stone room. Very nice. His fencing's a little behind, but yeah, Reno coming late was really bad for Barbarossa. But looks like he's still going to have a reasonable game. The fact that this is not family growth hurts for nwoll. Nwoll might even start player again to get family growth around 13. Because nwoll really needs those extra actions. And actually, nwoll doesn't really want to sow until vegetable comes in. nwoll fences 15 there. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. I'm putting lots of pressure on fencing. Yep. And he doesn't really care about plow sow, so I probably end up taking 2 boar with my first move. Although xingao will probably take 2 boar. Barbarossa goes on family growth. Okay. I guess xingao might plow sow. Yeah, xingao likes plow sow here, I think. I'm not sure if this is an updated farm. I mean, I like plow sow. If they're gonna pass it to me, I guess if they really want me to, I can plow sow. Don't mind that at all. Okay, so rest of the round, I can take 3 stone. Plaso, what a Start player again, that's fine. Yeah, and while saying sorry to me, but really doesn't have to. I thought he might even first move do it. Because, yeah, he was sad not to see round 12 family growth. It's fine. It's part of the game. I'm distraught with my 4th move, plow sow. Yeah. Yeah, just keep passing me plow sow and I'll have no problems. Okay, so yeah, I really need to get sheep. Sheep are really good for me. I'll take the 3 stone first, though. Rilo Krent subscribes with Twitch Prime. 5 months and on a 5-month streak. Thank you so much, Rilo Krent. I really appreciate that. Thanks for the resub. That's awesome. Enjoy spamming the well whenever it gets built. I could build the well. I could sleight of hand turn 3 wood into a reed and 3 stone. Yeah, I could build the well here. I don't think I want to reno until round 14 because I want to leave as many fence actions available as possible. And reno fence in round 14 obviously is an option, so... Yeah, so if I fence round 13... I'm kind of surprised xingao hasn't taken more wood. Go for well. Go for a stone room? You're crazy. I don't think I'll go for a stone room. Or do you just mean stone house? Oh, here we go. xingao's building the well. And he can trash for a wood. This is probably reno well. Well, the joinery's still available, and I can definitely build the joinery. Good timing. Good time. You know what? It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I could definitely consider building the joinery. The basket maker's workshop is also still available, and there's 4 reeds sitting on the board here. I could take a vegetable. Four reed seems nice. And I'll maybe take a vegetable just in case they pass me plow sow again. It's, you know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you again. What's the Michael Scott quote? Fool me twice, strike three. Yeah, stone Reno. Yeah, yeah. I can normal fence around 14 to block barb and Reno fence for 2 times. That's a good point. Yep. Yeah. Fool. What did he say? Fooled me twice. You can't get fooled again, or whatever he said. Yeah, that was great. I remember that. Because he obviously forgot the phrase just like in the middle of what he was saying. So if I take vegetable here, there's a non-zero. No, actually, what am I saying? Barbarossa will plateau. I might end up first action family growth thing. Barbarossa's up to 5. Yeah, Barbarossa can family growth normal. If I normal fence around 14 and block barb, I probably win. So Barb will plateau here, I assume. He does have Sawhorse, so Barbarossa only needs to get up to 6. Ideally, he wants to get to 10, 6 more wood to get 10, and then he can fence 15 with Sawhorse. There's lots of options available. Yeah, the Basket Maker's Workshop is still looking like a good option. So I could sleight of hand to get turn a clay into a stone, turn a wood into a stone. Because I'm gonna get more wood from eating cattle. I could also start player here. I could also family growth. I think I need to take the 2 sheep, right? Yeah, I think I need to take the 2 sheep. I think my other moves are more important than family growth. So if Barbarossa family growth again here, then I can do something like fencing. Yeah. I think the 2 sheep was better than fencing. Because I want to get as many sheep as I can. If I could get sheep again and then play White Kingdom on family growth, that would be pretty great. Yeah, Barb has some food issues. Yeah, exactly. And this is a game where I might be able to win with an incomplete farm just because of how many animal points and stone room points I should have. JFG, yeah, that's right. Where's Lumen? Oh, man! Samfold, subscribe to Twitch Prime for 4 months. Thank you so much, Samfold. Hope you are enjoying the stream. Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for the support. Hope you're enjoying the stream. And you're only 1 round out from building the well, so it's not too late. Thank you. Is this a more convenient time for you, Samfolds? I normally stream in the afternoon, but I had to work today, so... Game's going nice and quick, I have to say. I'm probably the slowest player in this game by quite a decent margin. Yep. Yeah, I'm like 5 seconds slower than... More than 5 seconds slower than the other 3 on average. Family growth plus Kudzu. What about family growth in White Kingdom? I guess Kudzu is good here. It's 2 points. White Kingdom is 2 points as well. So they're pretty similar moves. I kind of want a family growth. Or I kind of want a fence here. Is fence contested? Yeah, xingao just took 5 wood. Fence is kind of contested. I think I should take wood here. Or I think I should fence here. And the question is, do I fence 5? Or do I fence 3? Nice to see everyone resubscribe on Star Wars Day. Yeah. I won't fence until I know who the start player is. I'll do that. We'll do it that way. So we can family growth and play sleight of hand here. Or do I play Kudzu? Red will family growth. Yeah, but I'm okay with Barbarossa has food issues. I'm okay with Barbarossa growing. 4th month on May the 4th. That's right. Yeah. Did he? I mean, he has 2 cattle he can eat, and he can eat a vegetable. But that eats all his points up, right? And if he family grows here, he has to pay an extra food. I'll play Kudzu here. Yeah, you know what? If I play Kudzu for 2 points, then I can play White Kingdom on Reno. If I've fenced again, I could pick up another 2 sheep and then Reno White Kingdom. And then that's probably as many points as Basket Maker's Workshop. And then I still would even have the option to take 2 stone next round. So here's my Kudzu. I want to know who the start player is going to be. It could be me. I could actually start player here. If I fence and then start player, and then first action Reno fence, I could do that. So fence, next action fence and then start player, or start player and then fence. Start player, play White Kingdom. The advantage of fencing first is that I could buy sheep and then play White Kingdom. That would be the advantage of doing it in that order. Barbarossa takes wood again. Yeah, Barbarossa's in a really good spot. Although he does have to eat like a lot of his points here. You like Kudzu? Yeah, it's a nice card. I think what I'll do is I'll fence 3 here, leaving myself the option to fence again and buy a pair of sheep. I could buy boar, but I kind of like just buying boar in the last round, and this gets me an extra food from shear and gives me the option to White Kingdom. I could have bought a pair of cattle. Buying a pair of cattle is more overall food. I think it's okay. Yeah, it's a very flexible card, and you know, it does what you need. It's quite strong, I think. The fact that it costs a read balances out how strong it is by quite a lot, because it can really easily be a 3-point miner. Now, if it's a 3-point miner, that means you're usually missing out on points from other avenues. Xingao start players. All right. So I could play... What could I do here? I'm going to Reno fence first move. Yeah. No, I don't need to Reno fence first move. Reno fence is going to be safe. So that means I can first move take boar, take wood. I could first move build the Basket Maker's Workshop. No, there's no way for me to get 2 stone here, though. I can't play Sleight of Hand even. I could maybe play Ram Wrangler for 1 point, although it ends up I would end up needing to eat some food. I'm really struggling with my words here. Yeah, I can't play White Kingdom anywhere. Well, you know what? I could play White Kingdom on Reno. Yeah, you know what? If I play Reno White Kingdom, I get blocked out of fencing. Yes. So I don't want to Reno White Kingdom here. So I'll just take a vegetable. Seems fine. So, all right. So I get 2 food from shearer. I need to pay a food to double breed my cattle, and then I need to pay a food to feed 9 with my double bred cattle, and then I breed my sheep and harvest my grain. And I'll put a kudzu thing here. So I could fence block and then rent a White Kingdom. Yeah. Yeah, this seems too good for me not to. Oh, I also forgot 2 wood from eating 2A. So yeah, I fence 2, and then I'll buy, I'll eat a cattle to buy a pair of ore. So actually eating an A gets me a wood as well. Ooh, here we go. Friendly worker. That works. Nice. Friendly worker. Okay. So, I want my sheep to go up to 6. Because if they go up to 6, then that means I get 2 points out of shearer. Xingao can reno fence at any time, but also can reno. Xingao wants reno fence, not reno improvement. So yeah, I think that's safe. I could take 2 stone somehow. Well, I could take 2 stone from sleight of hand, or I can just play White Kingdom for 1 point. Or I could sleight of hand to get 2 stone for the joinery. I could build the joinery here because I'm going to end up eating more animals, right? So building the joinery seems like a good play. So let's turn a clay to a stone. Let's turn a reed to a stone. Clay and a reed to stone. Yeah, this sleight of hand move is not amazing, but I think it's okay. I build the joinery or I build the basket maker's workshop. nwoll plays trinket collector. There's a good one. Nice 4-point trinket collector here for nwoll. Plowsow was huge for red. Yeah, he ended up needing to eat his crops. Like, he didn't actually get crops down. And also, we're going to go into our third actions, and Plowsow has not been taken. This is a weird game. Shows how handy Diplomat could be, yeah. Though Diplomat you usually use to get on Plowsow around 14. And you can just take Plowsow here. Oh, man. Okay, so Reno is safe. So I can build the joinery here and then reno White Kingdom. And Xingao's thrown a lot of cards away. Whoa. Threw away Stonehouse Extension, Donkey, Plow Feast, Wishing Fountain. I should have been looking at these cards. Sorry. There's some really relevant cards here. Minor frame drops. Oh, yeah. Yeah, my internet's not been perfect, unfortunately. I should try to... If I can track it, then I can complain to the ISP, but we're not totally... It might just be like that we're using... Because like my house, we use a lot. We have 4 people in it, and like we might all be... Well, I'm uploading HD video, but then the others are all very likely downloading HD video. Barbarossa's done. So I can reno White Kingdom. So then my other move can be to take wood, I guess? Or do I take vegetable? How many wood? Okay, I need to plan how I'm feeding at the end here. So I'm going to eat a cattle. I'm going to get 2 food from shearer, and I'm going to eat a cattle. That's 9 food. That gets me... So yeah, taking wood should be a good move here, I think. Taking 4 wood. And then I can just eat a wood. Eat a wood, a cattle, and 2 food from shearer. Seems good. Barbarossa announces 36. So Xingao's got a nice score here. 4-room stone house with the well, the rum distillery points. Hit 50. Are we beating 50? I think I'm beating 50. It's hard to say with only 2 fields. The 2 fields make it a little questionable. I do have a really nice farm. So 3 food shearer, and then 3 food, then 2 food shearer. Eat a and a wood for a 10. That's 11 food. I get the wood back. Get the wood back from collector, and then I double breed my cattle, and then I breed my sheep, and then I breed my boar. And then I end with 2 bonus points from shearer and 1 bonus point from White Kingdom. There's my final farm here. Should be a win. 53. So final score 53. Yeah. Getting to grow... I got to grow pretty easily, and then I also just... My action efficiency is amazing. My action efficiency is so ridiculously good this game. Like, you look at all my... every card I play, it just feeds into my game so nicely. Like, Bone Collector was massive. Shearer was nice. You know, Livestock Keeper. I mean, Animal Breeder is great. Animal Breeder and Wolf are both great. And they powered... And Axe is great. And it just powered, like, a really strong game. Reno was not really that difficult for me to get to. Like, I got all the resources I needed. This is a very, yeah, nice farm. 53 final, so we beat Xingao by 3. I wonder what the stats say. I bet the stats say Wolf is better than Educator. And I definitely would have a really, really hard time passing the Educator. But Wolf is really good. nwoll scores 43, Barbarossa scores 36, and xingao scores 50. GG. Yeah, and the way the last round worked out, the fact that I got to last action Reno and play a point minor, like that ended up just really nicely. I got to play joinery. Yeah, max set up a max joinery in the last round. Hard to argue against a clear winner. I would still have pushed for a 2 times room build round 6. Yeah. I guess the nice thing about building once meant that I could build again. Although the funny thing about this game is that after xingao built 2 rooms, I was the only other player to go on to build a room space. So normally the build a room space would have been contested, but Barbarossa had Mason's Apprentice and expansion plans, and nwoll didn't build any more rooms. So it might have been the situation where if I don't build a room there, then nwoll does. Although nwoll wanted to get his Synergizer online, so hard to say. Yeah, his 4th pick Patroness was kind of it didn't work out as well as it could have. Yeah, only got 3 resources out of Patroness. Educators imprinted in players' DNA to be good. Yeah. 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 Although Wolf has got to be getting up there. Like, Wolf is so good. If you want to build a cooking hearth, I didn't even... Let's see. Did I eat any of those the boar with a cooking hearth, or did I just end up eating them with the fireplace? Now, obviously, when you use them for the fireplace, it's not as good, but fantastic card. Fantastic card. We're going to take a quick look at mine and then xingao's draft, because I'm interested to see... I wonder what the stats will say about Wolf. I have a feeling Educators picked earlier, but Wolf is higher power. So I first picked Animal Breeder here. This is a pretty easy pick. Hard to see Barb's game. The problem with Barb's game was family growth, or Reno round 7. That was the issue. If Reno comes round 6 or round 5, Barbarossa has a much better game. So Barbarossa got killed by family growth round 7. Yeah. And nwoll was hurt by going last 2 times in the first 3 rounds. Yeah, that was bad for nwoll, because Barbarossa start playered in round 2 and he was start player in round 1. So nwoll was last in round 1 and 3. But I mean, I was last in round 2 and 4 and third in round 1 and 3, so I mean, it's all about getting the efficient actions, right? And obviously my cards were just so good. So Animal Breeder here. Restless Father actually has a higher power, but it's drafted way later. So Animal Breeder is the strongest card here. Wolf, easy pick. Wolf is fantastic. So here I agonized a bit because Patroness is so good. Like, look at this. Power 4.8. Power 4.8. So good. I took Livestock Keeper here. Even Village Head is higher power than Livestock Keeper. Mason's Apprentice drafted earlier, but not stronger. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Livestock Keeper with... Since I knew, I guess the key for this pack was I was quite sure Bone Collector would come back, right? That's what makes this Animal Breeder pick even better, is that I know Bone Collector is coming back, because Restless Father, Trinket Collector, then probably Studmaster, Friendly Worker. There's like cards here that get taken ahead. So being able to then take Livestock Keeper here with Bone Collector was really good. And then Shear was fantastic. Great, great card. This pick didn't matter. This pick didn't matter. Yeah, getting Axe here was obviously nice as well. So sleight of hand, I actually really like this pick. I think this pick was quite good. Easy to say that now at the end, but I think we had a hand, especially with axe, the flexibility to get reed or to get stone was really nice. I'm guessing dancer. Yeah, Domba, I'm guessing that he had to take dancer. We'll take a look at that. I got field here over potatoes. Diamond mine is great. Had to, you know what? Donkey went 7th, right? Like, xingao ended up throwing away the donkey, which is hilarious. I could have taken full bottomed wig. Then I don't have to spend a reed for my point at the end of the game. Let's take a look at Xigao's draft. I just want to see what the stats say. So actually first pick Speculator. Wow. So Barbarossa passed Educator and Patroness in the same pack. Alright. Screw looking at at Xigao's draft. Let's look at Barbarossa's draft. So first pick was Plow Driver with Mason's Apprentice in the pack. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Yeah. I probably would take Patroness here, because Patroness actually supports the Stonehouse strategy quite nicely, because you can get your 2 reed and then like 3 stone if you play, say, 5 occupations, which is doable in the first 2 stages. Especially because you also want to be getting resources to use your Reno actions. Yeah, I get Plow Driver. You're pretty sure Mason's Apprentice is coming back, and if it doesn't... The other thing about Mason's Apprentice is there's also Village Head there. Like, Village Head and Mason's Apprentice is really nice together, too. Man, this pack... this pack is so hard. I'm not sure what the right move is. I'd have a hard time passing Educator. Maybe you take Patron. Maybe I'd take Patroness. Maybe I'd take Plow Driver. I think I probably am taking Educator, though. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say, though. Then Engineering Apprentice is great. And then he took Indentured Servant. Restless Father is really good. This card is really good. Indentured Servant's a Stonehouse combo card, though, I guess. Botanist for taking stone. Yeah, that's good. Mason's Apprentice came back and took... So this is where Scapegrace ended up. I wondered about that. Then first pick Sawhorse, sure. Builder's Trowel over Diamond Mine feels like a mistake here. And Stonehouse Extension. So I guess he's figuring Builder's Trowel and Expansion Plans are his 2 picks from this pack. But Diamond Mine for Stonehouse strategies is really good. 2 stone on Family Growth or on Start Player, really good. He took Chimney. Yeah, so these picks are not as impactful. Expansion Plans over Donkey, that's fine, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Barbarossa, it's hard. It's easy to say now that it like obviously went badly, but yeah, he Reno coming 7th was bad. And Educator Pass must have been the Ock all the way at the the Ock at the right of the screen. Yes, I have had that happen. So it was first pick Speculator here for xingao. Speculator is really good. But Wolf is also really good. What am I taking there? I really like Speculator. Speculator, I've talked about this before, but Speculator building the stone oven for free in round 9 with any grain support is just... you get 3 points, you get your feeding for that harvest sorted. It's really good. Then he picks up Educator here. So this is where you wish that you had taken Wolf, because I think I like Wolf better with than Speculator with Educator. Because Wolf, this is where the flexibility of, like, Wolf just goes with everything. Like, it gets you food, you play Wolf, and then you can take grain to get, you know, get food once you've built a cooking hearth. And then took Dancer here. So yeah, this is why I got Shearer, because of Dancer. Versus Father. Yeah, these picks don't really matter so much. So first pick, Rum Distillery. So you really want some source of grain. More Pond is good. Stonehouse Extension here. Interesting. Very interesting. Huh. Maybe didn't want to pass Stonehouse Extension to me in case he thought I had all the good stone cards. But yeah, Diamond Mine is really good. Donkey is also really good. But I mean, Donkey ended up getting thrown away, which is crazy. Plow Feast is good. Although it does help your opponents. Yeah, this is a funny game. This is a very funny game. 7th pick Donkey. 4.6 power card, 7th pick. I guess we'll take a quick look at nwoll since we've looked at everyone else. Synergizer, then Trinket Collector over Restless Father. Trinket Collector is nice. Yeah, but Restless Father is also really good. I guess you first pick Synergizer. So yeah, you're not going to take Restless Father. Yeah, that makes sense. And took Gardener here. Yeah, nwoll was unfortunate in that he took this. He saw this pack last. So he had last chance at this pack, which was unfortunate. But I mean, 4th pick Patroness doesn't seem too bad. This is a hard pick because you're looking at this in Apple Picker. You have Synergizer. You don't want Apple Picker. Clay Worker, just not that impactful. It's probably the card I would take here, or else you maybe think about Scapegrace. Although with Trinket Collector, you don't really want to play it before Scapegrace. Studmaster, sure. Yep. And first picked Mini Pasture here. Man, if I had got Mini Pasture, that would have been awesome. And took Hayrake here. People don't like Plow Feast, eh? I guess it's one of the reasons its power is so high is because it's getting drafted pretty late. Yeah, don't pass Stone Extension to Stone Reno Strat. Yeah, although to be fair, Stonehouse Extension is not particularly good with Mason's Apprentice in your hand, right? Like Stonehouse Extension only saves your read in that situation. Dom's Basket. I like Dom's Basket here. nwoll was in a tough spot. nwoll was in a tough spot having to get out of 4th. And I had pretty little interest in taking start player when they were giving me all the actions I wanted anyways. So, yeah. All right, good game. Oh, thank you very much to Sam Folds and Rilo Kren for the Twitch Prime subs. I really appreciate that. GG. Yes, thank you, Sam Folds. And thank you to Rilo Kren. And I will stream tomorrow, probably earlier than this. Probably I'll stream around my normal... Oh, actually, no. You know what? I'm playing with Damba tomorrow. What am I saying? Damba, we're on tomorrow. We're going to play around noon Eastern. So we're playing against some good players. We're playing the finals of the Oslo Gamers mini tournament. Yes. Yeah, I responded to you on Discord. Yeah, I'm in. So yeah, Dom and I we're going to stream tomorrow. Probably maybe 2 games. I'm not sure exactly how many games we're playing tomorrow. So yes, be back tomorrow around noon Eastern. So like, what is that? 17 hours from now? 16 and a half? Yep. If you got all the way to the end and you are watching this on YouTube and you have an Amazon Prime account, you have a free Twitch Prime subscription every month, and if you would use it on me, I'd really appreciate it. The link to my Twitch is in the description below, and that's all for me. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.